Well, hello, friends. I'm Randy Ear with WebStarget SEO. We manage your internet marketing so that you don't have to. For real estate SEO and real estate SEO companies, we're now #1 in the world according to Google. Welcome to our webinar, Building an Improved Facebook Business. We're going to be busy today. This webinar will demonstrate how Facebook has turned your business on its ear. Now, here's what we're going to learn today. We're going to focus on 6 major areas today. The first area that we'll look at is the difference between what your Facebook profile and the newer Facebook pages. As such, we'll show you just what Facebook has broken out for your business pages from personal pages. Because this webinar is all about building a business on Facebook, it stands to reason that we should discuss how to build a business or company page, which is different than your home or profile page. But there are benefits to both, so we'll look at both for the benefits of each. The benefits of the profile page, it will be obvious. This is your personal Facebook page, and you originally began with this particular page, and many of you still use this. The benefits here are that you have much greater communications outreach to your friends with the ability to share. Now you also will have the benefits of the Facebook page. The benefits here will become obvious very quickly. While the Facebook profile is meant strictly for personal use and communication, the Facebook page, or what used to be called the Facebook fan page, is meant strictly for business. This will include branding, listings, and better use for directing your business opportunities without the concern of someone blowing the whistle on you for using your personal profile for business use. But as we'll soon show, there are some powerful caveats here too. Our next area will be spent on actually creating a Facebook page, or what used to be called the fan page. Because the page is going to be so important, we're going to spend a great deal of time getting this right. Before we can do anything, it's best to know how to plan for our Facebook page. Going off in a rush or half-cocked will only get you in trouble. We'll be talking about how to sit down in advance and decide how to plan out our page. So as part of planning, we'll want to think about what tabs we want to use and show, what should be in them and how we should use them. Especially in the real estate industry, you'll want to plan on how to use those photos and videos. In addition, we'll talk about planning events such as open houses and writing reviews similar to posts and including discussion boards. One of the most important things you'll want to pay attention to is to pick a name for your Facebook page. The importance of this is similar to as important as picking a domain name for your website, since it will be used in a similar manner. There will also be the standard basic information that you'll want to put into your page as well, which will be different from your profile page. And finally, you'll want to see that when you are creating your Facebook page, you'll have 2 options. The first is to simply create it as your only Facebook page, and the second is to convert your profile page over to your Facebook page. However, doing so is not so easy and incurs some horrendous problems if you're not ready for them. And because you can't simply change back, you'll want to pay attention to this particular section. Okay, now that we have your Facebook page built, we need to figure out the best ways to promote it. For this area, we'll talk about building your wall through updates and what that means. Facebook ads have been around for a while, but they are only now becoming used for more and more agents. What Facebook page gives you that you don't get with your profile page is an analytics tool, at least so long as you have enough fans. This can tell you exactly how your site is being used and by whom. Our next major area will be creating Facebook events. A great deal of an agent's time is spent on various events. One of the more common is the open house. We'll spend some time showing you how to create an event and more specifically how to create and schedule events that can invite your clients or prospects. For this, we'll talk about adding an events tab to make it easy for you and your fans to access. We'll also talk specifically about creating open houses with your Facebook page. One of the things I get excited about is the 3 new ways that you can create listings pages. The first way is to simply create listings from the Notes tab. This is the easiest and least elegant way to add listings. The second way is through Facebook third-party apps that have been built specifically now for Facebook. And the third way is through outside third-party vendors who have built software that works with Facebook. And finally, we'll talk about creating group pages and why group pages are important. One of the reasons that you might want to create a group page will be for your local farm area or neighborhood. With so many group pages already having been created across all different types of industries and groups, you'll want to search for one that has already been created that has your likings. So this is going to be a major task for us to get through since Facebook has changed so much over the last 6 months. With almost 1 billion users, you've got to get to know the ropes of building a Facebook business. Now, just for fun, what I thought I'd do is let's get started with our first area, which is going to be Facebook profiles and Facebook pages. Let's take a look at the difference between Facebook profiles and Facebook pages, which again used to be called fan pages. So the first thing that we look at with the Facebook profile is this. The Facebook profile must be in an individual's name. After all, it's for individuals' use. Secondly, the Facebook profile is limited to 5,000 friends. Facebook will literally cut you off if you try to go over this number. In other words, they will not allow you to put more than 5,000 friends in. The next area is that you are limited to 1 profile page. You cannot put more than 1 profile page in for any one person, which means any one email address, which is how Facebook tracks you. Now, they track you other ways. In addition, they're getting very smart, so don't try to put in more than 1 profile page. Now, the other interesting thing is that users cannot index your page by the search engines. So the search engines are basically invisible to you with a Facebook profile. Now let's compare the Facebook profile to the Facebook page. First of all, we see that not only can you have a Facebook page in a company name, but it's the intention of the Facebook page to be in a company name. Whereas the profile page can only collect 5,000 names or friends, the Facebook page can have an unlimited number of members or fans. In addition, you can build an unlimited number of fan pages. So you can have several different companies if you want, and several different fan pages. Whereas the profile pages are not indexed by the search engines, here's the big one. Facebook pages are indexed by the major search engines, making them much better for marketing purposes. Now, the interesting thing about a Facebook page is that they must be administered by someone who has a Facebook profile. That profile page may be as small or as limited as can be, but it must be on Facebook. In other words, it must have the basic contents filled out. Going along with this last statement, a Facebook page may not be a separate account with a separate login, unlike a Facebook profile. So let's take a look at the benefits of each. So no separate accounts with separate logins for the fan page. Let's start with the Facebook page that you're probably most comfortable with, and this is the Facebook profile. This is the page that most people fill out when they begin, first of all, with Facebook. The Facebook profile gives you not only the access to all your personal information, but if you decide upon it, your friends can have this as well. You can share your wall, information, photos, messages, events, and more. One of the things I like about the Facebook profile page is that the birthday reminders for all your friends for the current day and upcoming as well. You can poke your friends as well, and this is kind of like saying, hey! From your profile page, you can have access to all your groups and games. It can be very nice for you to be able to see what's going on with your groups and play games with your friends. Now, there are more apps as well for the Facebook profile pages than the Facebook pages, since the profile pages have been up much longer. Also, they're used slightly differently as well. Now, the biggest benefit of the Facebook page is obviously that it's used for business purposes. That's why it would be actually unusual for a business page to not be able to be used for business. No foul is called when any marketing is done. However, if these pages lean too heavily on marketing, they have the possibility of losing their members or fans. So be a little bit careful of this. Search engine optimization is huge in that it can lead the viewer right to your page or pages. Each page can have its own username and can be optimized around particular keyword phrases. As has been already mentioned before, you can have the ability to have unlimited fans with a fan Facebook page. For example, at this time, get this, Starbucks has almost 26 million members who have liked their page. Now, some of the other larger fan pages are Facebook themselves, with over 50 million fans, YouTube, with over 40 million fans, Coca-Cola has over 31 million fans, and Disney with over 26 million fans. If you take a look at any of the companies that I've just mentioned, you'll notice that their Facebook page probably looks nothing like yours. Facebook pages can either have just a regular page or their own unique branding similar to a web page. Facebook pages introduced a new tool called Facebook Insights for those companies who have a minimum of 30 fans or more. This tool is similar to Google Analytics in that it can tell you all that you want to know about the Facebook page. One of the biggest things the tool can give you is your traffic each day and who is visiting in general, that is. Now, unlike groups, pages can use apps, which is a short for applications. There are hundreds of apps on the market that you can use with your Facebook account, and most of them, in fact, the vast majority of them, are free. To find out the current list of apps, simply type in Applications List into the search bar. The Facebook Pages comes with a unique code similar to HTML to be able to create web-like pages that can show off your page much more professionally. Again, a good use of your time would be to go to the pages mentioned previously and see what I mean. In addition, several real estate template website companies are now getting involved in the Facebook branding area for a small fee. You can also send notifications to users which will appear as notifications on your home page. By keeping your Facebook page newsy, you can create more interest in your page. Just like your blog site, the more you post of interesting posts, the better you'll be. All right, well, let's talk about now creating your Facebook page. The first thing that you want to do is plan your page. If you already have a Facebook profile page and you're thinking of creating a Facebook page, then you better do one thing before you go any farther. Back up your information. When you go to create a Facebook page, Facebook will ask if you want to back up your information. You definitely want to say yes here. You'll get the download your information screen and simply click on the Start My Archive button. Now keep in mind that this isn't going to erase your data, but rather copy it to your hard drive. You'll get another screen that will warn you that this will take some time depending upon how much data you have in the way of text, audio, video, and so forth. It's advantageous here to be patient. My archive took almost an hour. The interesting thing that Facebook has will be the upload capability. But guess what? That's not available yet. So while you're archiving your data, there's no way to upload it yet. You'll also receive a message telling you that you'll be receiving an email when your archive is ready. Click on the OK button and go do some chores and relax. Here's what your email will look like when they notify you that your archive is done. Click on the link and store this email in a safe place. You'll then be asked to enter a password and click Continue for the download. Then click on Download Archive, and all your information is now saved in your Downloads directory, unless you save it someplace else. Let me reiterate. To create your Facebook business page, you're going to want to create a Facebook page, previously called a fan page. If you can't find the link, you can just go to this particular link right here, facebook.com/pages/create. Type that into your browser and it will go right to where you want to create your Facebook fan page. Or again, what Facebook now refers to them as a new nomenclature, the Facebook page. You'll get a page that looks like this called Create a Page. From here, you'll want to click on either a local business or place or company, organization, or institution. Then simply fill out the information and click on Get Started. From here, you'll get the Create a Page Step 1. This is where you'll want to upload an image or import a photo for your company. Once you've done this, click on Continue. In Step 2, you'll want to get fans. Click on Invite Friends and or Import Contacts. The Invite Friends will come from your database of friends from your profile. The Import Contacts will allow you to import your friends from such places as Google Docs, Outlook, AOL, and other databases. You can select from any of your categories of friends to select whomever you wish. Now, step 3 is to add your basic information and then click Continue. And then you are done. However, you now have to select a username for your Facebook page. If you don't know where to do this, again, you can simply click in facebook.com/username and it will take you to your username page. Choose a username that Facebook suggests or create your own. And this is what I recommend for you, is to create your own username that you can be remembered by. Select Check Availability to check for these usernames. Now, if the name's already being used, it will say the name's already being used. If it's not, then it will allow you to use the name that you have selected. So if your username is available, click Confirm in order to confirm your choice. So if you haven't already done so, sign into Facebook. Click Pages in what Facebook calls the left-hand rail. Select the page you wish to enter the basic information. Click Edit Information or Edit Info at the top of the page, and here you'll see what the screen should look like filled in except with your information. When you're done, click Save Changes at the bottom of the page there, as you'll see. Right down here is the Save Changes button. Okay, pay attention now, because here's where most of the Facebook page complaints come from. If you think that you're thoroughly conversant with the differences between Facebook profiles and Facebook pages, and you are absolutely sure that you want to go ahead and convert your information, take a deep breath and stop. You're about to visit Facebook's rabbit hole. Once you go down the hole, you can't come back. Here's what Facebook says, in other words. When you convert your profile or timeline to a Facebook page, we'll transfer your profile, pictures, and add all your friends and subscribers as people who like your page. Neat deal, huh? In other words, all the people that you have on your profile page get added to your Facebook page as people that like your Facebook page. They didn't even have to click on like. But guess what? Underscore this. No other content will be carried over to your new page. So be sure to save any important content before beginning your migration. So are you sure you want to do this? Okay, here we go. Go to the facebook.com/pages/create.php?migrate. That, if you'd like to just put it into your browser, is where you can go to convert a Facebook profile to a Facebook page. This page will look something like this. Recognize this? Then follow the same directions that we previously did to create a page. And note that only your profile and friends will move over to this new page. Everything else is lost. All right. Now that you've got your Facebook page created, and by the way, let me just make sure that you understand this. Do you have to have just a profile page or a Facebook page? No. You can create your Facebook page just by entering whomever you want to into that Facebook page, or invite them and still have your Facebook profile. You can use both of them simultaneously as long as you want to until you decide to convert over all of your friends to your Facebook page. It's your choice. So, whether you have chosen to have both of your options, being a Facebook profile and a Facebook page, or you are just going to go with a Facebook page, let's take a look at how to promote your Facebook page. To populate your wall, you'll want to leave contiguous or continuous status updates for what is going on with your company. Note that I'm not saying what's going on with you personally, but what's going on with your company. And make sure you leave interesting observations and even challenging ones. You're going to get people to comment on your observations and thoughts. At least that's the idea. So encourage comments. Make sure that these are newsy. That means that you must be current with what's going on, not only outside your company, but what's going on inside your company as well. Just like a blog, you should be posting often. If you want others to come back to your Facebook page often, they must feel like there will be new things to discover. And just like a profile, one of the best things that you can do is to include your posts with photos and videos. Okay, ads are found in the left-hand rail, the right-hand rail, or can be typed in. As you can probably tell, since this is one of the few paid areas of Facebook, they make this very easy for you to find. When you see the create an ad, and by the way, in here we can find create an ad right there in the right-hand rail. Many of you can find it in the left-hand rail as well. So when you see that, click on it, and you will get the ability to start creating your ad. You can create an ad by copying from an existing ad. That's an optional thing that you can do. The drop-down box will give you several ad choices to choose from, and then it will put in there automatically the URL. Or if you know one, you can type one in yourself of a current ad that you'd like to simulate. Put in your title here, your text here, and then if you'd like to download an image, you can put the image in there as well. So that is how you will be putting in the different information to create your ad. And then here's more information to put in for your ad. This is the fun part. You get to target your ad to those whom you think will most likely buy from you. Note that as you narrow your parameters, Facebook will actually show you how many people you're targeting that will see your ad. In my case, there are 420,940 people who will see this particular ad. And as you probably have realized by now, the fewer the people that will see your ad, the less it will cost you. Although, the fewer the people that see your ad, the fewer people will be clicking on your ad. So it's a cost and return basis. So this is basically like pay-per-click, if you will. Now, let's take a look at Facebook Ad Analytics. If you have at least 30 fans or more, you'll be able to use Facebook Insights, which is their analytics. Facebook Insights is similar to Google Analytics in that it gives you all you'll need to know about your Facebook page statistics. If you have over 30 fans and you want to see your statistics, click on the ads and pages in the left-hand rail. Then click View Insights. Here, you will not only be able to see your people that are viewing your pages, but also the age groups and top countries as well. This is also called your page overview. Now let's take a look at creating Facebook events. Let's say that you just created your Facebook page and you don't yet see the Events tab on your home page. No problem. Simply click Edit Info at the top of the page. Click on Apps in the left-hand rail and you should get a screen that looks like this. Click Edit Settings under the Events area, and Edit Settings for your particular area is either here for video, here for notes, and there it is for events. Then click View Page, and View Page is at the top right up here. Now, adding, let's say, event such as open houses or other types of events. Let's say that you created your Facebook page and you don't yet see the Events tab. Well, as we mentioned, you can go through and see all sorts of tabs to create on your Facebook page. Now that you have your tab there for your events, let's create an event by actually clicking on the Events tab. If this is the first event that you have, this is how your page will look. It will show that you have no events. To create an event, simply click on the Create an Event link. And again, that can be found right here, the blue area that says Create an Event. Now you'll want to fill out the information. And the information is very simple. Simply put in the time, what you're planning, where, more information, and who's invited. Now when you click on the Select Guests, you'll be clicking on who you want to invite to this particular event. And then click on Create Event. Notice that you'll have the opportunity to click on I'm attending, and then you'll want to click on Post. Now let's take a look at several ways that you can advertise and market your listing directly on Facebook. We'll start with the old-fashioned method and then work ourselves up to some pretty whiz-bang stuff. Create listings from notes. One of the easiest ways to create listings on Facebook is to use the Notes app. Since Notes is an application or an app, we can select it from the apps by clicking on Apps just the same way we did before with the Events area. If you want Notes as a tab, you simply click on the Edit Settings just like we did before and click on Notes, and this will bring up the screen of your notes. If you've not written any, it will say this page does not have any notes. What do? Well, just RTS. That's what I tell everybody in my classes. Read the screen. Click on this little link here. Write a note. So after you have clicked on Write a Note, click on the Preview button. Now, what I'm going to show you now is very elegant, but it's very simple. All you've had to do is click on Write a Note, put a title on, put some information for the description, and all the other thing that I did here was to click on Browse on my hard drive for a photo of the home. When I click on Preview, here is what I get. Boom! Not too bad for just a note. You can put more information for the description, you can put less, however you'd like to do it. So if this looks okay to you, you can click on the Publish button, which is right there in blue, and once you have done that, then it looks very similar, except it doesn't say Publish here because you've already published it. But you can edit the particular listing right there by clicking on Edit. Now, here's a great marketing tip for you if you would like to take advantage of your business pages or your Facebook pages. If you have a business page and have created a listing through your notes feature, you can create a truly marvelous marketing technique. For this, we're going to use the simple tagging feature. Whether you use the notes feature to create a listing or you just create a note or photo in the business or personal page, this marketing tip will still work. Now here's the steps from your Facebook page or your business page. Create the note, just like we did. Step number 2, add the photo on the note. Now click on the photo. Once you've clicked on the photo of your listing, the next screen will look something like this. Normally you'll be tagging people, but in this case we'll be tagging the house. Now a very important point here. Before you go ahead with the marketing tip, make sure of 2 things. Number 1, that your seller is on Facebook with friends. And number 2, that you get their approval to market their home on Facebook. Why they would say no to that, I have no idea. So now click on the Tag This Photo. And that is right down here. Tag this photo, and it will say okay, and it's going to give you a list of all the people that are in your friends area, and you'll definitely want to click on the seller's name for this. So click on the home itself, and when your list of friends comes up, check the home's owner. Then click on the tag button and click Done Tagging. That's all there is to it. Now let's take a look at what we've done. Below is the email notice sent to everyone who is friends with, in this case, Jim Smith. Note that it shows as having been tagged by Randy Eager, so you get your name in there as well. The more friends Jim Smith has, the better the marketing effect. And tagged photos are always opened quickly by their recipients and friends. Why? Well, just ask yourself this question. Would you be curious to see this photo if you knew Jim Smith? Most of us would. And therein lies the advantageous marketing tip. Plus, because this is on your fan or business page, you're not going to lose the effect of the ad by having other posts to your wall force it below the fold. It's going to stay on top. Now, let's take a look at third-party real estate apps. This is a way to take it up a notch. It used to be that there were no real estate applications for Facebook. That's all changed. You can now look for real estate listings just by going to the apps box and typing in real estate listing apps. As I recall, there were currently 2 that came up. So, under the apps area, select whichever one you want that comes up. The one that I chose looked like this. And select the page you wish the app to manage. Now, because I have several different Facebook pages, most of which are for training purposes, the program needs to know which one it wants to work with or to manage. And I can have several to have it manage if I want. Once I select the one or ones, I simply click Allow, and that's all there is to it. Now, I'll let you get into the details of playing with this on your own and seeing how it works for you. Now let's take it up another notch. Now we're going to take a look at a third-party vendor. This is not a program built into Facebook. This is a third-party vendor that has built a program for Facebook. This vendor is called RealBird that creates a full-scale Homes for Sale tab for you. Now, while this is an older version of the program that I'm showing you, the basics still apply. Note the blue bar in the middle of the screen that says click here to see all our featured properties. who can help but click on this inviting button? So use the click here to see properties. What does this include? Well, it includes slideshows, multimedia tours, zoom-ins. Google Earth is integrated into the program. It will include the listing agent details. And if you go to the featured listings, when you click on it, let's take a look at what we can do from here. Note the arrows on either side that give us the ability to scroll left and right through all the various homes and or rooms with the different shots there. Scroll through any rooms that you want. Let's say that you see one that you like and you'd like to get a better shot of it. Let's say that that one is this one right here. So you click on that particular photo and boom, you see a larger shot of that particular photo. Click on any property or room and you'll see the larger view. You can scroll again back and forth to see more homes or views of that particular property by clicking on these arrows here or here, forward or backward. What else can we do here? Well, notice that there is something very unique here. Right here it says click for details. This is great because if I click on that, what is going to happen? Well, let's click on it and we'll see that when we click for details, boom, we see more details. Clicking on the click for details allows us to see more property detail. From here, you can get the property's sales price, details about the house, location, driving directions, and can even share this on your various social media. To see the labeled streets, trees, canals, etc., click on the hybrid. Notice that right here it says hybrid view. Well, the hybrid view is just a little bit different. It's very similar, except that what it's going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to see the same view except with all the trees and streets and canals and so forth labeled. This is what it looks like. Boom! That's right. This is the hybrid view. Same view except that now it's just like taking a snapshot from 8 miles high. You can now see all of the streets, all of the canals, and the ocean there to the side. Note how the home location is still shown. So you can still see all of this from the same height. But let's take what I love, which is the bird's eye view. And the bird's eye view is simply right here. To zoom in on the home, click on the bird's eye view and get ready to be stunned again. Boom! Whoa! We're now hovering just 15 yards above the property with a complete view of the trees, landscaping, lawns, and surrounding neighbors. But you say, hey, wait a minute. I thought that this was on the waterfront. Well, guess what? We zoomed in too close. Let's just move up a bit to about 30 yards above the property and voila! Same view, except now we can see the ocean. Hey, there it is. But wait a second. Is that a pool in the back next to the water? Well, I can't quite tell. No problem. With this software, you can simply switch to a different angle. And there you go. You can see the house still right there. That's the entrance to the house, the driveway. And now we can see a better view of the swimming pool. Not only that, but you can keep switching angles of the property and see different views. Here's something else I really like about this particular product. You can create a Search the MLS right from your Facebook site. If you have the right IDX program, that will work with your Facebook program. So the software program even allows your potential viewer to create a search the MLS right there. Now let's take a look at the last thing that we want to look at, which is creating Facebook groups and why we'd want to do this. Now, while Facebook pages are personalized for you, the group page is intended to be for a gathering of people. Thus, creating your business would be done in a page category. Creating a common cause group would be done in a group category. Now, do you have to have one or the other? No. You can have, in addition to your profile page and your Facebook page, you can also create a group page. And we're going to take a look at why you might want to. Sometimes a better way to attract people is to build a common group page for them. Let's take a look at why we'd want to do this. Go to the home page, and this is how we're going to do it. Then click on Create Group in the left-hand rail and add a group name. Maybe this is your neighborhood name or whatever you want. Then you'll add group members just like you did for your Facebook page. And then you'll want to create privacy settings. Now, the reason why I bring this one up is because maybe you'll want to have just this group accessible to the people who are members of it. Or maybe you'll want to have it accessible to anyone and everyone that can see it or find it. When finished, click on Edit the Group to modify, and here is what you have. This is a finished group. This is one that is very similar to a Facebook page and a Facebook profile. Along the middle here, you'll be able to see all of the information that you'll want to share. Now, this is a very good area for sharing people that have a need for landscapers or babysitters or anything like that. Again, using this to the benefit for your Facebook group or your page there. How about joining existing pages? Well, joining a page is very simple as well. Type in the group name in the search bar to open. Take a look at the different categories, and if you're not a member, just simply click on the Join button. Here's the NAR page, which, by the way, as you can see here, is being archived. If you wanted to join, you simply click on the Join button, and it may take a while, but they will get back to you with the ability to join that page. How would it be to have a consultant show you the way? Remember, understand what your specific benefit is and your specialty. What you do is you sell homes. Your specialty is how many times can I get belly-to-belly, face-to-face with my prospects. Your specialty is not in creating Facebook pages or Facebook websites or in creating SEO or in doing any of these specialties. I'm not pretending that it is, although many people do a very good job. If you would like, this is your competition. As you saw, many people do not even get into Facebook or social media, even though Facebook is now coming on to this year 1 billion members. Do you think that might be a reason for us to pull our head out of the sand? So this could be you, if you only knew what they know. On the other hand, these agents get it. They make an average of $104,000 just from their website. Now, we all know the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Well, these agents understand not only do they need to drive these buyers to their website, but they have websites that must be compelling as well. In addition, they're using other technologies that other agents out there can also use, and I'd love to show them to you. There's just one problem. Most other agents don't know what these technologies are, and this is where I'd like to change things for you. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. Why? Because I'd like to help you. Are you a part of the crowd, or do you want to stand out? I want to help you succeed. Too many people are making far too little from their websites and their social media. Everyone could use some simple suggestions with regards to their SEO and website and Facebook. And yet, many are skeptical of today's claims. That's okay. I'd like to help you to feel better about your internet marketing and Facebook options. Let me give you a helping hand. Let me show you how you can improve your internet marketing presence. Call for a free one-on-one 30-minute consultation appointment. See how you can utilize any part of your technology to make dramatic income for you on your website and your Facebook. I'll show you the tips others have made to create a compelling internet marketing reality. So call today. Our toll-free number is 800-277-1316. Again, it's right there, 800-277-1316. We take appointments on a first-in basis. So really, it's no charge. It's on me. Just set up an appointment today. Get all the answers to all your questions. So what do you have questions about? Internet promotions, compelling website design issues, SEO, what's the best domain name to have and how to get it? What's the best way to get on your site with the top search engines? Or do you have questions about social media, smartphones, or the new QR barcodes, text advertising? Well, whatever it is, the time is yours. So here's a chance to get the answers to those questions that you've had. Don't know the questions to ask? That's fine. That's a good place to start as well. Set up an appointment that's convenient for you. Why wait? Remember the Nike slogan. Just do it. Well, let's get to your questions. And I know that we're just ready to go over here, and looks like our phones are just about packed right now. So if you can't get through, just call back, and I would be happy to take your appointment when you call back. So here is the first question that we have here. Let me just pull these up right here, and let's see. The first question is the home page the same as your profile page? Oh, that's a good question. And the answer to that is you can have a home page to your profile page and a home page to your Facebook page. Both can have a home page. So I hope that answers that. That's a very simple question, very simple answer. Let's see. And there is the lost my connection concern. We know that one. And okay, here's another one. Can you change the name of your fan page? Yes, you can, but it almost takes an act of God to be able to do this. And here's what you also need to be concerned about. Let me make sure that we cover this as well. If you convert your Facebook profile page to a fan page, you make sure that you go back in and recover your Facebook profile name within 10 days, because after 10 days it becomes free game for anybody else to pick up. So be aware of that. But you can have as many fan pages as you wish. So if you want to have another fan page very similar to the one that you have right now, no problem at all. Let's see. Will this be recorded for me to hear at a later time? Please advise. Thanks, Fred. Yes, Fred, this will be recorded, and we'll be able to give it to you clearly. And the problems that we have with the audio early on will be taken out. You'll be able to hear the entire webinar without any problems. In fact, we go through and we take out all the blemishes. Email PDF for the program to Mary. Okay, Mary, I'll tell you what. You email us, and we'll email back you the link to you for the webinar. Here's another one. Email, okay. That's another person that wants an email. If you want the email, again, simply email to us. Let's see. Here is another question. Is everyone, okay, I got that audio sound problem fixed. And let's see. Okay, here's another question, a good question that came in. This is from Irene. Can I create 2 separate accounts? Yes, one for myself and one for my business. Well, actually, officially, you can have a personal account and a Facebook page, but you cannot have 2 Facebook profile pages. Gladys asks, can tagging people in my notes assist me in marketing? And yes, I hope you got that part of the marketing area. If you put your listings in your notes, make sure you always tag the home with the seller's name, as long as the seller, number 1, has a Facebook profile and has a number of people following them, and number 2, you get their permission as well. Suzanne is asking, how many videos can I put on my Facebook account? Well, here's a great answer. How many do you have? That's how many you can put in your Facebook. And let me just answer one last question. If I have a profile page, can I keep it and also have a Facebook page? Can I have more than one fan page? And the answer to both of those, Terry, is yes. You can have a profile page, and I do recommend that, especially when you're first starting your Facebook fan page. Please do not convert over right away, because you should get used to your Facebook fan page before you convert over. As far as it goes right now, Facebook is allowing you to convert over as many people as you want, but I would suggest you hold off until later, because once you do that, you've gone down the rabbit hole. You can't get right back up, at least not for now. Well, anyway, I hope that you received just a few tidbits that will help you with your Facebook profiles and your Facebook pages. In any moment of decision, I want to give you the thing that Theodore Roosevelt said. In any moment of decision, the best thing that you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And he said, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. Thank you so much for attending our webinar today, and have a great day.